just trying to imagine their highest echelon of civil servants and politicians, their professors, pardon me, what information that's being put out is more accurate? Ours or theirs? Simple question. Who's more accurate? That means we know more than the whole collection of white folks. And it's been like that. But not only that, we have been blessed with the biggest configuration of misfits and buffoons in the history of America. Now, I'm optimistic and stuff like that. I didn't expect it to be this good. I ain't gonna lie. I did not expect. And I prayed for it. You remember? I prayed for this stuff. They clown buffoon. But this thing, watching these people, you can see idiocy, meanness. You can see Adolf Hitler Jr. And America, you got to remember, America is fitting into what happened to Germany. Germany lost World War I. They made them pay all this money. They had all kind of fitna going on in Germany. And so the rich folks looked around and said, look at that clown. And they pulled in Adolf Hitler. And then he got to be chancellor. Then he burned the Reichstag, that's the Congress on there. Blamed it on communists and everybody else, right? And he said, now I have to defend the fatherland. So we have the World Trade Center. We have a little something every other week to remind them, I have to defend America. Right? It's the Hitler playbook, man. And then the white folks that's poor and slow, they thinking he on his side, he using them. I mean, we got a big job. We got to tell them they're slow white folks, man. They're thinking Don is on their team. And Don just trying, if one thing about Don, you can tell, he don't care about nobody but Don. If he care about himself. Don ain't care, he don't care about his wife, kid, don't care. You know, right? Don don't care. Don has all the emotional problems. You ever see him on TV? The other day, the white lady, the Chinaman lady, you see it? The Chinaman lady said, well, what, He said, you go ask China. Finally, the lady said, why did you say that to me? You ought to know why I said it to you. Yeah. And then the other white lady, you gonna talk. Not you, no, you can't talk. And Don walked off the stage. You see him? Just turn around and say, bump y'all, their white women ran him off the stage. The man's a coward. He's a coward, and he's going, he ain't going crazy. See, if you already crazy, you can't go crazy. He can't go crazy. You know, that would be an upshift. The man, look at the crew, Pompeo, look at the laws. Bar, they had a man say, well, you done pled guilty to 2 charges, so now we're going to throw that out. They got it before the Supreme Court now. This never happened. You see what they're doing? This ain't never happened. I think 2,200, something like that. White officials, white folks in the government wrote, they signed a thing to get rid of Barr, get rid of this man. Get rid of the man. right? He make, what was that, John Newsom Bishop, that was Nixon's guy. Hey man, he make him look like, and Ed Meese, Reagan's Attorney General, he make them look like sterling human beings. And Pompeo, I don't want to get to it, but yesterday they had the little Dr. Fauci, whatever his name was. He said everything that Donald Trump, not to mention the whistleblower today or last week, right? They just said, no, that man, hey man. And the poor white lady, the lady in the white scarf, they had a camera and then you could see her legs. You know when girls turn their feet toward each other, they're uncomfortable. This lady was turning her feet like that. That's what Don said, oh, we can get some ultraviolet light on them, and then what else? He said you can drink a little bit of that bleach juice. Look, tell the truth. You can't find that nowhere. It seems like it's Saturday Night Live super. You don't have to make up nothing.
You always see that on TV. Yeah, you don't see that in comedy. Like you
can't outdo it. And then, hey man, I used to like that thing on TV, House of Cards, because it was, you can't, they stopped having it. That thing, you can't do this stuff. They said it was one reason or another. No, you cannot top that. And the only one that would have brought straight was that the black lady, Amoroso, somebody, you see, they scared of her. Because a black woman with a tongue like she got, they said, no, you ain't heard from her since. They gave her about 3 days on TV, and because that girl was ready to light up the whole thing, you know. And she could do it professionally. A black woman like her with her attitude. See, I wouldn't argue with no lady like that because they could use language that you couldn't use, you know what I mean? And then they talk all under your clothes, they do anything, man. And then you just have to, sorry lady, you want, you can have it, I'm gone. You can't, and that's the way they felt about her. You see, she's gone. You don't even hear her book no more, you don't hear nothing about her. She's persona non grata. Okay. But in the midst of all of that, do you want them people making decisions about your children, your wives, your family, and your future? That's okay. Then why don't we change it? That's why we're doing what we're doing. Because everybody deserves a chance. That's what forgiveness is all about. That's what this Islam is about. You know? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he got to Mecca, he said, La tatraba, no, but this la tatraba goes on and on and on. It's not just one time. It was in Mecca. It's the whole attitude. In other words, for us to produce the type of world that we did, it's going to be certain things you needed. Nobody can do it by themselves. You just can't do it. But a team that know each other, you know, we know each other. Furqan and all of them, everybody around there, they ought to be back too. Everybody come on back. We'll give you a little interview. Job interview, of course. You got to remember. And we get going. Everybody here is, people in California are so old, they ought to be happy to do it. All my friends out there, they ought to be happy. The ones that are from that era. I'm going to talk to some of my people, they're 80 years old. What are you scared of? Hell, you're 80 years old. Well, I don't want to testify because you were 78 then, man. Dog. My friend, you're 78 years old. I don't want you to do something So if you know they would do something to you because you testifying to me, of course they wouldn't. What about friendship? What about no? Why not be a little adventurous? That's why it says that Allah made the people inheritors after the people of Noah and gave you a stature tall amongst the nations. If we by ourselves to the people of little scarified people and do anything they want, I don't want to hear you, you're a nigger. That's what Care said. Only thing they did was took the Black Lives Matter sign down. Remember, they had a whole line of white people walking out of there and wouldn't even let us in. It's ridiculous. And every time we'd be out there talking, just having fun, of course. Remember, you got to have fun. Don't forget this. Let me write this down. Always have fun. And we got a good part. We said this a long time ago. That we write the good part. Write your own book, right? Well, that's what the Quran says that too. Because you're going to read your own book and you're going to get your own book. Now, the angels are recording the book, but they're recording what you do. So you're writing your own book, and that's the one you're going to get back. Now, what about this one? They got all kind of people. The Justice League and all that. Those people are not real. Tell the truth. What's happened here for the last 30-something years, is it real? I mean, does it seem like somebody could do that? Well, we did. And nobody never even did nothing like that before. To sit right there in front of the people and do the whole show. The Martin Luther King, the sit-in type, busted upside the head, right? The challenge demonstration down there. Right? Oh, Imam Musa stole some money. What money? What money is that? We sent Negroes $35,000 or $40,000 in California. He never raised even 30 cents. But we forget that because now we're into a new thing. But your behavior there was not good. But we're overlooking that. Why? Because you was colored then. You was cowardly then and silly. And so they underestimated us. They thought, this nigga like everybody else. If everybody leaves, you're going to be sad, you're going to be lonely. I said, these people are stupid. The white man prepare you, and Allah prepared the white man to prepare you. Send you to the hole all the time in jail. So you get used to what? Being by yourself, right? You develop, that becomes natural. If you go, everybody overseas was all lonely. I was never lonely. They all was lonely. They was lonely. They was in exile. They was lonely. I was just sitting there with them. They was lonely, lonely, lonely. Everybody was lonely. You go to a movie with America in it. I remember, y'all know Dr. John Branyan. Can you look up Dr. John Branyan? Dr. John Branyan.
You said Branyan?
Branyan.
Branyan. Okay.
Branyan. He was the biggest Negro doctor in the United States. Branyan. He was in Africa with me. In fact, he was Idi Amin's doctor for a minute, Dr. John Branyan. I think he died in '94 or something like that. We was in Algeria together, East Africa together. Dr. John Branyan. He spoke French. He was educated in Lausanne, Switzerland. And Dr. John Brennan. Anyway, B-R-A-N-I-O-N, something like that, Brennan. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I found it.
What does it say? Huh?
The Doctor, the Murder, the Mystery, the true story of the Dr. John Brennan.
Well, he told us that they framed him, that they thought he killed his wife.
Yeah, that's all the stuff. That's all the stuff that they have here is what they basically saying. They framed him for doing what.
He was a big Negro. Johnson Publications and all those. Mm-hmm. Those was his friends. He was that generation, the one right before us. But anyway, I want you to imagine the things that we've been dealing with here, right here. How long we've been dealing with it. And then the Quran is saying that we want you to become warithin, inheritors in the land, right? Inheritors, that's nothing. Inheritors says the same thing just about in the sequel. And we made people considered weak and of no account, inheritors of the land, both east and west, lands where we sent down our blessings, and the fair promise of thy Lord was fulfilled. Then it goes on to say, for the Bani Israel, because they had patience and constancy, and we leveled the ground, the great works and fine buildings, which Pharaoh and his people had erected with such pride. Look, what I'm talking about is a chance for us to see, the old-time Negro, if you gave him a chance, the superheroes, that's for white folks, but the Negro is big time. We'd like for our people to get back their respect from an Islamic position and then go on and help everybody else reach their goal. The world that we want to live in is being worked on right now. If you notice, everybody's talking about what comes after, what comes next, and how we can't have it like that. So this is probably going to go on long enough for people to demand the change. And we don't know how deep it's going to sink into all other types of fitna and panic. You know, just imagine tomorrow the statistics is going to come up, they're going to say so many people, the economy is going to go down. More people unemployed. Even if it's a million, might be 5, 6 more. But this just opening up a couple of donut shops is not going to have nothing to do with employment, right? It have nothing to do with employment. The people, the inertia of direction means the thing keeps going even when you put on the brakes, the thing keeps going. Inside the car, everything keeps going. That's not locked down, right? This economy is going to continue to go to how far? We don't know. We don't know how much panic. But we know even if it stopped right now, there's enough disconcerted attitudes and behaviors that demand a change. We've been talking about a new world and influencing the direction of change for a long, long time. The direction of change don't mean an individual, it means a group of people. And that's why we brought in Yusef. Yusef was a dreamer. Remember when I was in the hospital, hit in the head, I said, out. optimism. I think that's the only word I can think of. Because, you know, they ask you, where are you? You got to think. Sometimes you get it right. I'm in GW Hospital. What's your name? Yeah, they ask all those questions until you can say them. Then they don't let you out before that. But you got to think, and believe it or not, you don't know your name. You don't know your name. You can't pray because you don't know nothing about, you don't know the Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim if you're lucky. But all the prayers, all the fiqh, you don't know none of that. You just a blank slate. Except optimism. Optimism, that's where we're going. And I know it's probably uncomfortable for you just have to look at me sitting there, right? Yeah, it's just uncomfortable, man. Boy, man. Not one drop of hatred or nothing else. You know why? That's what Allah had wrote for me to do that to get here. You can't have no hatred to do this stuff, to do this job. You're going to have to be a clean vessel, not spot clean, you know, not when you drink bleach and get real clean inside. You're going to have to be a pretty good fellow. You don't get that way by just pop up in them, all right? No, Allah will send you this, and you got to be prepared to go through it in order to get there. And everybody has to know it. Like here, all the Negroes know that if they left here, they left on their own. They know that did nothing happen here to them. The only thing we would do to people is feed them to death and cut them to death, right? And give them gourmet food. That's the only thing they can say. Look at this Uncle Ferris man, and then I was getting fat, and then that's why I left. You can say that. Put too much butter in all the food, you know, and stuff like that, right? And all the hot cakes will swole up, not hot cakes, the waffles, big fat, thick ones, right? They could say all of that. That's what they could say. It would be true.
Which they actually do.
No, they all swole up, but I make them like that. I make them real thick, so when they go in the thing, and all the eggs and all that, make them, they puff up. But they're good, you know. That's the only thing they can say, man.